So here's a question I have. I also put a post up asking if followers might have questions for you. But best all-time cowboy. Here's your options.
Okay.
Tuff Hedeman, Trevor Brazil, Lane Frost, Bud Davis, Wes Hightower.
Me and Wes don't get along all that great.
No?
You know, and Bud for that matter too. Sissy and I just had our thing. You know, Trevor Brazil, he's on that end of the arena. And so he's got a lot of world titles, but I'm a lot tougher than he is. And then Tuff Hedeman and I, we go head to head, baby. Yeah, I beat him that one year in San Angelo. He beat me that one year in Austin. I did not get jerked down. I jerked the bull up, knocked myself out. Made it look fun.
I forgot JB also.
And JB, of course. But we're just too tight. We're too good of friends to really even, it's too close to call.
But,
you know.
I mean, do you think anybody could really beat Bud Davis? I mean, you saw what he could do. He won the championship at Gillies.
What's he doing back there? He's turning it up.
Okay. So who was your pick?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Dale Brisby.
Oh,
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
No, yeah. I mean, I think that makes a lot of sense. Actually, if you look at your stats and your career.
I got the receipts.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Okay.
no doubters out there.
That was one I was very curious about. So thank you. All right. So here's from the social media world. Is he going to shoot a bow off the back of his horse?
Ooh, that's a good question. And it can be, you know, I've gotten in close to a lot of pigs. I've roped pigs before.
Oh.
Horseback.
Yeah.
That is a neat idea,
So you
I think.
shoot one off your horse.
And I'm so not steady with the bow, it's already moving a lot. So I
Right.
might as well just be
I mean,
horseback.
it could offset. It could offset and you could be right on because you're not steady, but then the horse makes you less steady. Maybe that's going to cancel each other out and you'll be dead nuts.
I like the sound of it.
Yeah.
To be continued.
Okay. Favorite thing about Texas, old son?
The weather. Because the heat is pretty hot in June, July. So if Joe gets you convinced to come down there, you may want to visit up here a lot in July and August.
Don't you guys have big freezes all the time now?
And it's really hot in the summer and it's really cold in the winter. And that sounds normal
Yeah.
until you get there and you're like, wait a second, this is like an abnormal.
Yeah.
Other than that, the women, you know, the ladies are beautiful. Most of them can ride bucking horses.
yeah.
A lot of them do dip.
Yeah.
Copenhagen.
Is that good?
So that part's not as fun.
Yeah.
But,
No. I mean, but they're tough.
but they are tough.
Yeah. Tough. Will he film another Netflix series?
I should find out a lot about that this next month.
Okay.
Come to find out, Netflix is like long hair, don't care. They do what they want.
Oh.
And they don't really tell you when. Could call in an hour.
Yeah.
But we will find out some stuff next month.
How'd your series turn out? Was it great for building your brand?
It was huge. You know, like each video, each collaboration podcast that we end up getting to do is a big brick, is a brick.
Right.
And this one, the Netflix show, those are large bricks in building a brand.
Build that wall.
Build
that wall.
ROI positive, I'll say that.
Okay. That's good. That's what we'd like to have experiences like that,
Yes,
don't we?
we do.
That was James's question. I almost read it. Shooting bows or riding bulls, which is better, old son?
Well, you guys got me on the path of shooting a bow from a bull, so we'll see. If it can be done, Dale Brisby's the one to do it.
Right.
But I'm already 90 points on a bull, so
Yeah.
But you know, I think they both have their place. Thankfully, bow hunting isn't done on Saturday nights. Typically,
Right.
you know,
Because that's rodeo time?
correct.
Okay.
So I think I can manage both.
Do both. And yeah, guaranteed 90s on bulls, 90 yards with the bow.
What'd you call it? Dead nuts?
Dead nuts?
Yep.
I mean, it seems...
Rodeo time, bodeo time.
Right.
Nah.
Let's work on.
We'll work.
We gotta flesh that one out.
We'll flesh that one out.
Did you ride a horse to Eugene? Okay, come on. Let's not be silly, guys.
We have thought about riding bulls cross country for a YouTube video, but not Eugene.
Riding bulls?
I mean, horses. Yeah.
Riding a bull across country would be...
That'd be a good YouTube video.
I'd watch that. They're tough to steer, ain't they?
Yes, they are.
Let's see. Bull bands and barrels looks right up your alley. Bull bands.
I think it's an event. That's an event.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Somebody's putting on an event, and they've previously invited me to it.
Bull bands and barrels.
Yes,
okay.
Yeah.
So
like barrel racing, bull riding, and then some bands play. So
yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can't make it. I'm sick that weekend.
Well, you got an appearance fee, don't you?
Well,
hey, write that check.
You bet. Yeah.
Right.
All of a sudden, I feel better.
All right. Who is Dale Brisby?
The greatest bull rider of all time. That must be one of the three people that doesn't have.
If you don't know,
now you know.
Right. That's like Biggie Smalls, right?
Yep. PIMP.
Mm-hmm. How much easier was Pisgah than Tack Road?
Who wrote that?
Texas Woodsman.
How do they know I'm running on Tack Road?
I
Texas
don't know.
Woodsman. He might be in the woods next to my house.
Is that where you run? Tack
Yes.
Road? Oh,
I have to go.
stalker.
I have to go buy a janky trailer house with some pit bulls.
Yeah.
So your boy keeps one on him. And then there's this one. It's got to be that other little house I go by.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Pisgah was way tougher than Tack Road,
Really?
Texas Woodsman. So, man, I got to watch my six out there.
I know. You got people paying attention.
I got people paying attention.
Yeah, you got to keep that head on a swivel. What's the best technique, best thing you took away from Cam and Wayne about bow shooting? Easy for me to say.
I think the biggest thing that I really didn't even think of was like, instead of just like slamming the trigger, is like pulling the trigger and your hand should come back.
Yeah.
But we don't call it a trigger. Do we call it a trigger?
Trigger, yeah.
Of course. Yeah, no, we call it a trigger.
Yeah, yeah.
I took that away too. So, and then like getting on the end of it, there's just a lot of little things that I'll just say I'm going to have to rewatch this episode of Lift, Run, Shoot to kind of refresh.
Yeah.
Because I was also under the weather while I was learning. But
yeah, well, I mean, Wayne has a lot of great tips. And for people that don't know, going to an archery pro shop like the Bow Rack, it's going to be tough to beat a shop like the Bow Rack, but there are a lot of good or great pro shops out there. You can learn a lot, shorten that learning curve by going to a pro shop and working with somebody who's been experienced in helping others learn the basics like Wayne did with you today. And I mean, it paid off.
you guys just get there so fast.
Yeah.
Like I could watch somebody in rodeo or maybe roping a dummy and immediately see like, all right, we need to do a lot of things, but let's start with this one thing. And and you just get, you guys are like, you just look at me when I pick up a bow and it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And you can tell you guys are, it's more than just a hobby.
Yeah. Wayne is real. I mean, Wayne looked at Chris, who came, Chris from the UK, and he said, "Oh, you're left eye dominant, huh?" And he's like, "How do you know that?" He's like, "Well, your eye's bigger. Your dominant eye is usually bigger." And he was like, Chris called him a wizard, which Wayne didn't want to be called a wizard. So Wayne corrected him on that and said, no, he's just seen a lot of people shoot a bow. And so to your point,
Wayne's a Christian. He's like, I'm a man of God. Don't you put me in that Harry Potter bullcorn.
That's what it was. He corrected him right away. And Wayne will do that. And, God bless him, but he's looked at so many people and helped so many people that, to your point, he can just quickly summarize what's going to help them be successful, what might be a challenge, and then help them work it out. It's pretty amazing.
I fought this bull once, and Cody Webster, he's like the greatest bullfighter of all time, and I went to that bull's left, and I drove in, and he was like, see, and then afterwards we get that bull in the chute, and he was like, see, this bull is left whichever way I went, right horn dominant. And you can tell because of how much more it's rubbed down, and this one's fresh when he goes to fight something.
Yeah.
And so like you went to his strong side first.
Not good.
And like he just like the Wayne.
Yeah.
But like when you're the best in your field.
Yeah.
You notice those kinds of things.
Yeah. I mean, that's good. That's good insight. Those bullfighters are, I mean, incredible. But also learning, I think I'm so impressed with how they can read the animal. I mean, just that's kind of
that's a deep track.
That's an attribute there of the bull itself, but watching how they're going to turn, what their inclination or their preference might be, and going against it is so amazing. I mean,
Yes,
so
sir.
you've bull fought too then?
Yes, sir. I
Okay.
have my PRCA card in
Okay.
that as well, so I could go fight a pro rodeo, and they would let me. I wouldn't be as good as Cody Webster. That's
Yeah.
the man there.
Is he one of the best ever?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, so much respect for those guys. They got
He would go up Pisgah with you. He's pretty fit.
really. Well, come on, Cody, let's go. I'm always down to hang out with the best of the best because I want to learn from them. That's the whole point to this podcast is spending time with outliers, and that's why you're here,
Dale, yeah. Yes, sir.
So why didn't he bring JB with him?
He'll be here in an hour.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right. The legend.
Anytime he and I are at appearances, that's like, where's JB? And I always tell him he'll be here in an hour. Sometimes I tell him I'm joking. A lot of times they'll come back and
Yeah. Hey,
he gets tired of people asking where's Dale Brisby.
it's good to keep that crowd engaged. They
Yes.
keep coming back every hour. You're good to go.
Also, don't believe anything you hear and only half of what you see.
Exactly. Well, who is your biggest rival as the greatest all-around cowboy?
Ooh. Well, you've named a lot of them here, JB and, Trevor Brazil. But I mean, I'm more their mentor than anything. So that's a friendly rival.
They look up to you. They're like your son.
Yes, that's more right. Yeah. Earl Dibbles Jr. probably.
Yeah, he's your biggest
He's
rival.
probably my biggest rival.
Yeah, I could see that.
I don't even think that's his real name.
Is that Granger Smith? Is that who that is?
That's what I've heard.
No, I don't think so.
No, it's probably not. No.
I
Nobody
mean,
would.
I've heard people say that
Nobody
Dale
would do that.
Brisby isn't your name.
Oh my! I mean,
come
President of the United States doesn't have to supply birth certificate. I mean,
Right.
but I will. I will.
Yeah. Why? I mean, were you even born in the U.S. or are you like Obama?
I am the U.S. of A.
Okay, good. All right. Well, then I guess you can be president.
Dale, it's not.
That's not.
I've not ruled it out.
Right. I mean, I can see that happening.
Yeah,
They talk about Oprah or The Rock or whoever. They wouldn't even stand a chance against you if it comes to a popularity contest.
I'm gonna let you and Rogan run this year, 2024, but maybe in 28.
Yeah.
Me and JB
Oh,
might step it up. You
yeah.
never know,
I think that's what the country needs.
and it's probably what they want.
Yeah. I mean, it's they think it couldn't get worse than Biden and Harris.
Wait till I get there. Wait till I get there.
All right. Well, that wraps up our Q&A. Unless, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Oh no, I mean, not that we haven't covered in the lift, run, shoot or the podcast that's coming soon.
How did your day go?
I survived it.
Yeah.
I survived it. I was questioning myself
It was touch and go for a while.
there in the bathroom afterwards, but I survived it.
Yeah. No, you did great. We'll talk about it in depth tomorrow. We got we got a busy day tomorrow too.
Yep, looking forward to it.
We got the podcast. This is just a bonus experience for us to go through a few questions from the followers, and I appreciate your time.
Dale, yeah. Appreciate you having me.
Keep
On to the
hammering.
next one.